I watched it last night, and you know, it's part of it. But you know, it's not they pitch so good. It's not like they used a ton of pitchers, you know. But probably more will be made of that, you know, especially with the day off and as deep as both of those staffs are. I don't necessarily think that'll be any effect at all.
Yeah, Farrell only went 46 pitches. I mean,
yeah, very efficient. I mean, you look up, your closer went four innings, but you know, he looked super last night.
Mike, has the park been more challenging for the offense than you might have thought for the guy?
Yeah, but lots been said, not just yesterday, but and all of that's true, I think, about the ballpark. But I don't necessarily know if that's been our case. I think maybe a combination of that. Certainly, you know, Will, you know, I thought smoked a couple balls yesterday, and they're just regular outs, you know, much like you saw Crone last night for TCU. But I think it just as much as, you know, just the pitching that we faced. You know, Mosley I thought was tremendous yesterday, and of course Kirby on the first day. They just have been really good, and you know, we got to do a better job, have a few better at bats, and you know, try to get some more timely hits.
Do you like the approach at the plate?
Yeah, I just think, you know, it's a combination of the park and the pitching. I don't think it's just the park, you know, and but when the park's like that and you're not going to have many opportunities, it comes back to being the park, you know, when you're going to be limited in your opportunities, but you don't have the chance to get the extra base hit or a home run. But, you know, we only had 2 days, and, you know hopefully the bats will get hot and we'll get some hits on Thursday.
You've talked about your relationship with Schloss. What's the genesis of that?
With Schloss?
Yeah, what's the genesis of that? When did you first meet? Do you remember that, or when? Seems like you've really become good friends.
Our relationship?
Yeah, when did it start?
When he was an assistant at Tulane. I don't know the year, but you know, we'd have to look back. But you know, I started there in '93 was my first season there. So you know, probably his first season there, which was about the same time. And you know, you're at two schools that are rivals, you know, literally an hour apart. You see each other recruiting, and of course play each other several times a year. And just from there, you know, over the years, and just you know,
got along right instantly almost.
Yeah, and you know, of course, you know, you don't see baseball coaches. I think your relationship's tough because you know you don't get to see each other much. But we make it a point at the convention every year in January to you know, spend a night together. You know, my wife and his wife, ironically, both Cammies, and so you know, get one good night, and then of course the summer was tremendous because you're with them for 35 straight days, and you know, both my wife and his kids, you know, went to Japan together. So and I think that probably even fostered it even more.
Excited for Sam to start tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's been our guy, and you know, to have a guy in Game 3 that you have so much confidence, Game 3, where you're not, you know, kind of, you know, reaching in the dark, so to speak, and you know, he's a guy that always gives us an opportunity to win. It's amazing you guys always ask that question, but it seems like he always goes out there and you know, does a great job for us. And you know, sometimes it's in the middle of the innings, but that's because, you know, the game that he pitches is so important. You know, we talk about the importance of all the games, but you know, when he pitches on Sunday, that's usually to win the weekend. And you know, depending on how much we got left in the bullpen, you know, sometimes we make that move in the 5th or the 4th.